After about 2 years of training in high school, you literally could not even tell I went to the gym. How sad is that? In comparison to now, 3.5 years later, where I fixed my diet, which I'm going to go over today, which helped me to build 20 kilograms of muscle. This is the exact same shirt I'm wearing there, different tie though, because I couldn't find that tie. And I did that by fixing my diet. And so today I'm going to go over lots of different foods and rank them on order of healthiness, like how healthy they are, but also that tends to correlate with how good they are for bulking. So the more healthy they are, they generally are better for bulking. And I'm not going to give you all those like weird, weird things on YouTube where it's like bake this in five minutes before school or something. It's like this insane Gordon Ramsay recipe or something that you're just never going to make. This is things that I've made. This is things that you can make nice and simple. So starting off, we have like the rock pancakes or whatever. They have like a stack of pancakes with like loads of maple syrup and stuff on, or honey or whatever. This can be good, however, you need to remove the pancakes. If you remove the pancakes, then it's okay, because pancakes are just full of crap, essentially, which is bad for your health and will not actually get you to your goals because of things like bioavailability. You won't be able to absorb the nutrients, which they won't have any nutrients anyway. You won't be able to absorb them, and you won't be able to feel your best going into the gym, going into school, whatever it may be, because of all these chemicals in your mind and added sugars that make you just sort of like, you just can't work properly. Whereas now, this is my 6th video of the day. I've made 6 of these videos in one day because I haven't got all these chemicals in my system messing up my head, right? So it's very important that you eat correctly. Now, another one is oats. I used to eat oats literally every single day, but then I realized that they made me feel bloated and fat and horrible, and I couldn't focus properly, and I would procrastinate on work. So once I cut that out and implemented something else, then that is when I realized how bad oats actually are. They are just sugars, but they're not the good kind of sugars. They're starchy carbs. And when I eat starchy carbs, I feel fat and horrible. So instead of including this, I include more meat-based products that I'll talk about more in a minute. And if you want me to literally give you a personalized breakfast, you're like, what should I eat? What should I eat? I don't know. Then I've got a school community link below where I can literally give you a personalized plan on how to get to that position. Now, moving on to shakes. A lot of people actually drink breakfast. They don't even eat breakfast. And whereas I don't eat the protein shakes, like the traditional protein shakes that you buy from the store, like, I don't know, My Protein or something like that, or whatever it may be, YouFit. They are terrible because they're just full of chemicals. Anything that's not a whole ingredient, like a single ingredient food, like banana, then just don't eat it because it's just terrible for you. This is a little concoction I used to make, which is actually quite healthy. So I ate unflavored protein, so it's not got all like loads of strawberry jazz flavor or something like that, right? It's actually got real unflavored protein, which is literally just filtered milk. Although I would just recommend just drinking milk, like, I don't know. But if you want the protein, then I had milk, I had protein powder, unflavored, and I had a banana, and I would blend that up, and you will get this, which is a much better version of a protein shake. And it's got single ingredients foods. If you know that you're eating what you're eating when you're drinking a protein shake or whatever it may be, then you know, okay, yeah, I'm doing well here. Got a bioavailable sources of protein, so you're able to absorb the protein from this, like from the milk and whatnot, rather than like the oats and stuff, you can't do that. And for the pancakes, of course, you're not gonna be able to absorb that protein. So I would actually rate this meal. If you want to learn more about all this like sciencey stuff and whatnot, then I've got a full nutrition course in that school community that I mentioned that just goes into like everything you need to know, so you're not like, what, bioavailability? Now moving on to like these little bread, like toast things, I don't know what to call them, where you essentially have something on toast. If you get sourdough toast, so I don't think that's sourdough, but if rather than going into like, Sainsbury's or something and it's got like loads of weird breads like granary wholemeal bread, yay, it's just full of chemicals. If you actually get real sourdough bread, like I could get it from Sainsbury's sometimes, you have Jason's sourdough, that's quite good, where it's essentially just wheat and flour and that's it, rather than like all these stupid other toxins, then that's completely fine to eat. I find, again, that starchy carbs make me feel fat, but maybe they don't for you. Be your own experiment, try it out, and if it feels good, then it feels good. And what you can then do is add like avocado, like they have here on the top. Avocado is an actual fruit, not a vegetable, and it is quite good for you. It's got lots of nutrients and everything, and it's good to start the day. It's got nice carbs rather than starchy carbs. And then you can add like salmon, like smoked salmon on the top. It's very expensive, but it is actually quite good. Like, getting a bit of meat in the morning is is very good for you. And then you've got eggs as well. Eggs are one of the superfoods of the world. They've got literally pretty much every single nutrient you need in the world, and also they're very good bioavailable sources of protein. You can get all the protein you need, all the fats. Fats is very good for you, same as cholesterol. Cholesterol is good for you. You'll be able to regulate your hormones so that you can produce things like testosterone, so you will actually be able to hit PRs in the gym finally, rather than just being absolutely cooked because you're just eating seed oils and random chemicals that leach estrogenics into your system. That is actually a good meal that I would recommend, as long as you have real bread and real salmon and real eggs. As long as everything's real, it's okay. If you start adding chemicals, then that's a no-go. And then an even more simplified version of that is just an omelette. So that's literally just eggs, and then you can add things like, I don't know, ham, bacon, leek, whatever you want to add. Leek, I don't know, chive, whatever it may be. You can add things that are just make it taste better, and also ham, you can get, you know, meat in the morning, as I said, and it's very good for you. So omelette is a very good choice. And finally, the bread and butter of all the things that you could eat in the morning. This is what I ate at about 12 o'clock. Because these foods satiate me so much, which basically just means I get full, I don't really need to eat until about 11 or 12 o'clock. I ate my lunch and breakfast together, right? Because of how much it fills you up. And that's because of all the nutrients in them. So red meat is better than white meat. Actually, I'm not going to go into that today. It's very annoying. I've explained that in the last 3 videos or something. But essentially, you have monogastric animals and ruminant animals. Forget it, I'm just going to go into it. Monogastric is white meat. That basically means they've got a single like digestive system, like bowel chain system, whatever. So they can't digest nutrients as well as ruminant animals. Ruminant animals are red meat, and they have a multi-bowel chain digestive system where they can extract different nutrients and stuff very effectively, so that when you kill them and eat their meat, then this video is so cringe. You can get all the nutrients that you actually need. Whereas white meat, then a lot of that nutrients has been stripped because they wouldn't be able to absorb it. So I couldn't be bothered to explain that, but I did go into it. And you can get all the nutrients you need from this meat, and of course the eggs as well. Eggs are fantastic, as I said. And if the yolk is runny, then it keeps the nutrients intact. So it's a very nice meal. It tastes great as well. And I have a bit of fruit for a good source of carbs rather than starchy carbs, because I don't like them and they don't make me feel good. And then raw milk. So because pasteurized milk, which is basically just milk that you buy from the shop, it has been heated up. That is pasteurization. When it has been heated up, it denatures all the enzymes and just all the nutrients. Basically, the nutrient level goes down when you heat things up, essentially. So, raw milk will not make you sick. If you look it up, pasteurized milk, store-bought milk actually causes more illnesses than raw milk. So raw milk is just unfiltered milk, which is very good for you, and it's full of all the vitamins and minerals you need, including all these eggs and beef and everything. So if you can get to this point, then bravo, my friend, because that is absolutely insane. If you're eating that in high school, then oh my God, you are at an elite level. You will be able to get like 100 out of 10 in your maths test scores, I don't know, because your brain's like superhuman at that point. But phenomenal meal. And also, of course, it's got, well, you don't even need that many calories, but it has got calories. Calories don't actually really matter that much. I'm eating less calories than I was before, and I'm gaining muscle, so, you know, whatever. And that's because you have all these bioavailable sources of protein and whatnot, so you can absorb all the nutrients, you can get everything you need, and your muscles are actually like, finally, thank you, please, I can actually go to the gym and build muscle now, rather than being fed all these like grains and wheat and stuff that I just can't get the protein from. So if you can get to that point, then phenomenal. But if you get to the point where if you can just get to the stage where you're getting rid of all these, like, where are we? Here we are, like bad seed oils and stuff. If you're just eating whole foods, even if it's oats, as long as you know exactly what ingredients you're eating every single day, then that is the biggest leap you can make. And if you want even more help from me so that you are guaranteed to gain over 15 pounds of muscle in just 90 days, then you can join that school community in the description that I talked about, and you will get a full course on nutrition mastery, including everything else that you need to know when starting the gym. And also for a limited time only, you will get a one-to-one coaching call from me so that I can literally give you custom personalized meal plans that fit your schedule, so I can tell you what to eat for breakfast, for example. and get you to your goal. And of course you get like lots of other bonus courses and stuff, and you've got the community of like-minded guys who are just going to help you along the way, just an added bonus. So if you're interested in that, then click the first link in the description. I will see you over there. This is my 6th video of the day. I am finally finished. Oh my god, my throat is killing me. Good night.